Start of the story. A beautiful woman is walking gracefully into the school. Along the way, the female students there are jealous and can't compare their beauty to hers, while the male students just stand staring with their eyes wide open, completely stunned. If you're interested, feel free to apply. Hey, don't worry, but if you're handsome like me and some other friends, we can consider applying together, right? In fact, this woman is a new teacher. Now there's a male teacher introducing her to the students, and the students are praising her enthusiastically, clapping in welcome. The teacher introduces herself. My name is Wensiyu. I'm an intern teacher here. The students clap again. The male teacher tells the students to ask personal questions about the teacher. Ask whatever you want. Be brave, students. At that moment, a student named Lee asks the teacher, Teacher, can you do? Hey, what kind of question is that? It's getting awkward now. Ask properly. Lee clarifies again. Teacher, can you cook? Yeah, that. The teacher answers, I can cook well. Wait for some day and come eat at the teacher's house. Later, another student asks the teacher, Teacher, do you have a boyfriend? This kid asks a good question because the admin wants to know too. The teacher responds, Temporarily, not yet. Oh my, what do you think, friends? Are you going to study or what? Next, the male teacher assigns 3 students to prepare a performance for the graduation ceremony. The 3 are Jean, Lou, and Lee, and their leader and trainer is Teacher Wen herself. Teacher Wen calls the 3 of them to discuss the performance work, but Jean doesn't show up at all. Lee and Lou tell the teacher that Jean is busy chasing girls, has no time to discuss, no time to practice with them. Half the girls in this school are Jin's girlfriends. So, the teacher asks, what should we do for the graduation ceremony? Lou, who is admiring the teacher's beauty, just claps and cheers. What for? Ha ha ha. Then they tell the teacher to just do what they do every year, recite proverbs, recite poetry, because that program isn't as important as the final exam. The teacher says that's so boring. Now the teacher wants to dance sexy style. What do you think? The teacher dances for those 2 to watch. It looks good. Really cool, her figure is appropriate, our teacher is really good at dancing. Those 2 students are getting nosebleeds like that. Who can stand it? They agree, but they think it's a bit difficult, and the demon-faced principal definitely won't agree, something like that. Later, seeing Teacher Wen training students to dance, the principal goes to meet Teacher Wen and tells her that such performances on stage can make students feel things. Students get heated and want to do this and that, and there will be important people coming to watch, afraid they'll criticize the school. Teacher Wen says this program is for the students, not for the principal or important people. The important thing is that the program makes students happy on their last day at school. At that moment, Jean sees the teacher caring so much about the students and agrees to go practice dancing with the teacher. Arriving at the dance practice place, Teacher Wen counts 1, 2, 3, spin. Lou doesn't know how, and when spinning falls down, luckily the teacher helps him up. 1, 2, 3, again, suddenly Lee falls once, but the teacher doesn't help lift him up, just lets him fall flat like that. The teacher has Jean spin once. Wow, Jean is really skilled. Teacher Wen and Jean then lead Lou and Lee in practice. Later, Teacher Wen goes to look at paintings in a room. While looking intently, suddenly Jean walks in, and the teacher gets startled and falls on top of Jean. Jean knows what to do. He holds both of the teacher's breasts and even says, "Oh my God, bigger than I imagined." Then they talk nonsense with each other. Nothing outrageous happens. And when leaving the room, we see the school principal secretly watching them. Later, Jean goes to ask the teacher for lessons at the library, and when the teacher is explaining to Jean, he wants to steal something from the teacher. Jean wants to steal a taste of the teacher's lips. But it didn't happen because a sound from outside interrupted and broke the moment. Having not succeeded, Jean makes another appointment to meet the teacher in the library again. Meeting there, just talking, and he already gets to kiss the teacher's lips, but suddenly the principal follows again, and they play hide and seek with the principal. When the principal leaves, the 2 continue. Can everyone guess whether Teacher Wen agrees to anything with the handsome boy Jean or not? Wait for admin to tell you later. Haha. Now our video comes to the dance practice place again. The teacher is counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, telling students they need to lift up like the teacher does. At that moment, suddenly Lu's little guy salutes at the wrong time. Lu goes to ask the school doctor why whenever he sees breasts and buttocks, his little guy salutes the flag. The doctor says this is normal for adults. If there's an opportunity, you should find food for the little one to eat, haha. One day, Lu goes to help organize the teacher's books, and the teacher sees that Lu's hand has a problem and asks what happened to his hand. Lu answers that his wrist is sprained because of lifting heavy things. Do you believe that, friends? Maybe it's from using his hand too much. And at that time, teacher Wen's back hurts, so she has Lu help massage it. Lu really has strong hands, making the teacher satisfied. The teacher says to make it a bit stronger, along with moaning sounds. Because of hearing the teacher's sweet sounds, the principal comes in to look, thinking there's some kind of performance happening. Seeing there isn't, he chases Lu out. Later, when leaving school, teacher Wen calls Lu to ride in the car together. Because the seatbelt won't go in, the teacher helps push it in. The principal sees this too, but it doesn't look like putting a seatbelt in at all. It's like moaning. The principal tries to look too hard and crashes into a tree. Haha. Now our video comes to the scene where Lu drinks heavily, standing in the rain, probably because he's heartbroken that teacher Wen doesn't love him, making a fool of himself in front of the teacher. At that moment, teacher Wen comes to meet him, and Lu gets too excited and falls with injuries. The teacher takes Lu to her house to apply medicine to his wounds. At that moment, suddenly the principal sees Lu sitting bobbing up and down in front of teacher Wen. What is our teacher doing now? Wait for admin to tell you later. Haha. Now it's Lee's turn to chase the teacher. Lee gets into the car with the teacher, takes his hand to pull and smell the teacher's fragrant hair, and even gives a gift to the teacher. Guess what the gift is? Actually, it's underwear, and he even tells the teacher this is a gift from the bottom of his heart. The next morning, Lee comes to ask how about the underwear. Does it fit? The teacher answers hesitantly. It fits. I'm wearing it now. Lee confesses his love to teacher Wen at that moment, holding her hand, holding her leg, begging the teacher to love him. Somehow, the teacher sets a condition. If you score 90 points or higher on the exam, the teacher will consider dating you. Lee agrees, even though he's currently a failing student. Lee studies hard day and night, both at school and at home with no free time. When exam time comes, Lee takes the exam without asking anyone or copying anything at all. Even the principal is shocked and can't believe it. And the result is as desired. He scores exactly 90 points. Not more, not less. But somehow teacher Wen still doesn't agree to love him, doesn't agree to go out together or anything. Now talking about the school principal again. He secretly loves Miss Wen too, he just acts like he doesn't love her. One time he calls a radio program to ask about solutions for his love. The radio host tells the principal to be brave, to confess his love to her with sincerity. So he buys a bouquet of flowers to ask for Miss Wen's love, but she escapes by saying it's time for her class. The principal trips her so she falls, grabs her leg tightly, saying, "I love you, I love you, I love you." Luckily, someone comes at that moment and takes the principal out. When the principal gets rejected, he drinks many bottles of alcohol, and when drunk, throws the bottles away. He's really angry at teacher Wen. Now our video comes to graduation day, and the teacher's performance group is preparing. At that moment, we see Lee putting medicine in a glass of water and giving it to teacher Wen to drink. And the video cuts to the dance performance on stage, with cheering and clapping sounds. After the performance ends, the principal leaves that crowded place. Later, the teacher sees a man and woman running very quickly together, and he notes that those red shoes belong to teacher Wen. The next morning, the principal posts a message to students in the school announcing that teacher Wen last night had relations with a student. And when the senior principal and teacher Wen come to ask for clarification, the principal says he saw her broken heel shoes and accuses her of having done things with one of the 3 students. At that moment, a handsome teacher also tells the truth about that night. Actually, those shoes had a broken heel, so teacher Wen wore new ones, and the water with the medicine teacher Wen didn't drink it at all. The ones who drank that water were the handsome teacher and another female teacher, and the ones who exercised that night were also those 2. This is the explanation to the principal. And for friends, the admin would like to explain about the previous scenes. Actually, when Teacher 1 and Jean were alone before, they didn't do anything together. And when Teacher 1 and Lou were together before, they didn't do anything either, just massaged the teacher's leg. So this means admin and all friends can still apply to love Teacher 1, ha ha ha.